Hi everyone, so it is Q&A time. I got a decent amount of questions on my last video, so thank you everyone who asked questions. I'm going to run through a selection now. By the way, if you haven't seen my last video, then please go and watch it because it will explain reasons behind the lack of videos and also what's been going on with the guinea pigs recently, because there has been quite a lot happening. If you watched that, then thank you for sticking with my channel. All your likes and comments and everything, they're so greatly appreciated, so thanks very much. So let's get started with some of these questions. First up, I have, what are your favourite guinea pig supplies? For example, chews, houses and food. Well, being a creator of cosy items, I am a bit biased. I really do like fleece cosy items. I think the guinea pigs look absolutely adorable, curled up all snug and cosy in them. But those things aside, I also like the kind of more natural houses, tunnels, that kind of thing, like the wooden ones and the ones with hay on them. I like the wooden arches that you can get, and all of my guinea pigs have really liked them. And they're good because they can also chew on them. I also like the kind of cardboard ones and the ones that are kind of designed for them to chew on, such as those carrot cottages that you can get from Pets at Home. I actually bought my guinea pigs one a few weeks ago when Twiglet came out of her operation, and this is what it looks like now. So they've definitely enjoyed that. And it just kind of adds a bit of extra stimulation activity for them when they're just in the cage all day long on their own. And in terms of food, they get the Burgess XL pellets, they get hay, they get veggies, they don't really get anything else. I mean, very occasionally I might buy something. I've bought those apple snacks in the past, I've bought those wood rolls where it's a bit of a challenge for them to chew the inside out of the wood, but in general I don't think they really need any treats. They have just kind of a basic diet really, and I think that's fine for them and it stops them getting too fat as well. Next up is, how do I wash my liners? Okay, so this is the cage liners, I assume. I thought I'd answer this one because I guess a lot of people might do it in different ways, I don't know. But the liners go in the washing machine. I put them in pillowcases to stop the hair getting all over the machine and like clogging up any pipes or anything like that. So they go in there, they go in the machine. I try and, if they've got really dirty, wash them on 60 degrees with a non-bio detergent and no fabric softener. And then they'll either go in the tumble dryer afterwards or on the heater to dry, or if it's nice and sunny outside they will dry naturally out on the line. So that's how I wash my liners. Next up is, someone was looking into getting guinea pigs and they asked where should I get them from. Well, I would always recommend going to a rescue. It doesn't mean in any way that you have to get older guinea pigs that might be scared and frightened. If you are a first-time owner and you want to get baby guinea pigs, you can also find those at rescues. Or you might prefer to get them from a breeder, but if you do, then do your research, make sure they are responsible, make sure they look after their guinea pigs properly. If there's anyone else that's got guinea pigs from them, then ask them about it. Breeders who sell guinea pigs that are not cared for properly can develop all sorts of health issues, just like guinea pigs that you can get from the pet shop. So I would recommend rescues first, breeders, or maybe you could have a look on Craigslist and things like that to see if whether there's any unwanted guinea pigs that are looking for loving homes. I'd try those options first before resorting to the pet shop. Next up is what to do when you can't buy hay at certain times of year. And I don't have this problem, but I thought it was quite interesting that some people actually can't buy hay in the spring. I think the person had said they can't buy hay in the spring, so what are they meant to do? And what I would do is I'd stockpile it. So if you could get it in the winter, then make sure you buy a lot of it, keep it in somewhere that's dry, not too warm, not too cold, where it's going to kind of maintain its freshness for as long as possible. Guinea pigs can't really go without hay. If the worst comes to the worst, maybe you might still be able to get those like hay cubes and stuff, but they really do need hay all the time, 24/7, unlimited amount, to keep their diet going, to keep their insides moving, keep all the food moving through. If you suddenly stop giving them hay, then it's not good for their diets at all. Next one, which is a bit relevant if you watch my other video, how am I to deal with fighting piggies? So the general advice is, if your guinea pigs break into a fight, it's usually when you're introducing new guinea pigs to the herd, or two guinea pigs that come together that have never met each other before. then you're likely to be there when they start fighting. You should watch them closely. You should watch for any kind of behaviours escalating, like the teeth chattering if it becomes really, really loud, if they start lunging at each other with their mouths open. They can get into really nasty fights, and they do go for the face and the mouth. And then, you know, if other parts of the body get injured, it's just because the guinea pig that was being attacked, like, luckily blocked and maybe got bitten on their side instead of their face. Fights can be nasty. I would monitor behaviour really carefully. If I just introduced guinea pigs, I wouldn't want to leave them for a good few hours. I'd have to be really happy that they were being fine together. If you are worried that fighting is going to break out, then have a towel or something ready that you can throw over them. Or I've also heard people saying they've got like a water spray ready to spray at them if they start fighting. So yeah, fights can be really nasty and they can result in really bad injuries. Poor little Lyra here actually got bitten on her mouth and she's been on antibiotics and it seems to be healing okay, but I am really going to watch it because I don't want any nasty infection to start getting in there. So my guinea pigs have been fighting. It's not nice when they fight, but if they do and if they draw blood, then you have to separate them. You can't, you know, rely on leaving them together and not knowing whether they're going to really seriously hurt each other, and I didn't want to take that risk with my piggies. A few last questions now. One that got asked quite a bit is, when will you be taking custom orders or having things up for sale in your shop? If you've been keeping up to date with Facebook, then you'll know that there has been items for sale, but they have sold really, really quickly. Literally within a minute of me putting them up, someone's bought them. So I am trying to make more and more items. At the moment I'm working on Christmas ones, like these ones that you can see behind me. These ones have all sold, they're just waiting to be shipped out, but similar things to that I am making at the moment. So if you would like to order something, then I'm not really doing custom orders, I'm not really reserving items for people, it's just items are going up for sale and then the first person who comments sold on them gets them. Or on Etsy they're up for sale, and then obviously if you buy them they're not available to anyone else. So if you're really keen to get cozy items from me, then all I can say is you know, keep your eyes peeled because there are items coming up for sale, but they do sell quickly. Next up, someone asked, could Twiglet get a male friend since now she's spayed? And that thought hadn't actually occurred to me, but I suppose theoretically she could. The first choice would be to try and introduce the group together and make them bond as a group of 3 females. If that didn't work out, maybe later on down the line that could be an option that I look at for Twiglet. And last of all is, would I consider other pets, and if so, what would they be? I would consider other pets. I'm just an animal person, I like all animals. I know that they wouldn't be big pets such as cats or dogs because my boyfriend is really allergic, and also I don't think cats would be well in the house with the guinea pigs. The guinea pigs would just come first. So I don't think cats or dogs, but maybe other small furries. I kind of think in the future it would be really nice to have a summer house out in the garden, and part of that summer house dedicated for rabbit accommodation if the boyfriend agrees, but that wouldn't be you know, for a few years at least, because saving up for a nice modern summer house is a lot of money. So yeah, we'll see. I do quite like rabbits, and that might be a pet that I do think about getting in the future. So that is all my questions. I think I've rambled on for long enough. If you have enjoyed the Q&A and maybe you'd like to see one on a more regular basis, like every month for example, then let me know in the comments below and I'll think about doing something like that. I enjoy doing Q&As and it's nice to kind of feed back to questions that are asked quite often, as well as kind of unusual ones that don't ask quite a lot but maybe people wonder about them. But anyway, I've really enjoyed doing this video, so thank you so much for watching, and that's bye from me. Bye bye! Hi everyone! So this video is long overdue, I know. I have been taking a bit of a break.